Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the weekly wrestling wrap-up. This is Ultimo Gallo. It's Wednesday, September 11th. Now, I usually was doing these like ranking them by shows. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, ranking them like worst to best show. God, my ass is getting beat the hell up. This week, I'm just going to do them in the order I saw them. There we go. That feels better. All right, going to start off with All Out, the AEW pay-per-view, the buy-in show. This is on the TNT channel on YouTube. Only got 2 matches. Start off with the Women's Casino Battle Royal. It's an interesting concept. They draw cards and come out in groups. Honestly, Nyla Rose is decent. I see why they're pushing her, but she's really green. I mean, I would have her work a little bit before I push her, but that's me. And I would have Mercedes Martinez win this. Mercedes Martinez is amazing, and I'm really shocked that is just bugging the piss out of me. I'm just really shocked that she has not, been signed to a bigger group. I don't think she's ever worked, had a contract with any big group as far as I know. Great, should have won it, but still a decent match. I mean, all right, then the only other match on there was Private Party versus Jack Evans and Helico. Private Party is great, but they need a manager. They really could use a manager would help them. They kind of remind me of like a modern day version of like the Midnight Express. So they need their Jim Cornette, and really the guy that fit perfectly with them is Big Ramp out of New Orleans, independent wrestling manager, Big Ramp. But Evans and Helico are damn good at being a team. They remind me a little bit of the Fantastics. Feels like I've been watching Evans for like 30 years now, and for his age and injuries, dude can still go. Really go. Out of the Private Party guys, Cassidy is kind of like the Stan Lane of Private Party, and Quinn is the Eaton. Love all the double team moves they do, and they're fairly smooth in their rotating moves. And Quinn hit this amazing shooting star press. Only thing bad is towards the end of the match they started getting a little sloppy, but hey, 2 good free matches. Let's see what our next show is. Oh, come on, scroll. All right, next up would be Women of Wrestling WOW, which airs on the Access channel. Access. This is Season 2, Episode 1. They seem to do it in Season 2. I watch WOW every week. That is just bugging the piss out of me. Watch WOW every week. It's usually the worst show every week, but it's still entertaining. Like this week, first up was Jesse Jones, who's kind of doing the redneck brain dead gimmick versus Fire's Kira Hogan. I don't know why they call her Fire here. Jones, I've said before, Jones has never impressed me. Hogan's one of the best women's wrestlers in the U.S. Okay match, nothing special. Then we got our next match, which is The Disciplinarian versus Sassy Massey, who's actually Alicia Edwards, who is Eddie Edwards' wife. Alicia can't wrestle. She's not good, and Disciplinarian was horrible last season. She ain't improved this season. This match was just a dud. What is it? Okay. Then we had a tag match, which was the Psycho Sisters, Razor and Fury. But Mesmeriah versus Princess Aussie. And she was Azteca last season, but now she's abandoned that. Now she's Rhea Reyes. Queen of Queens, if my Spanish is right. Psycho Sisters, they work pretty well together. A lot of good heel stuff. Okay match. Then we got our main event, which... This is what saved this show. You got Jungle Girl, who's one of the original... she's part... Just bugging the piss out of me. She was part of, WOW back in the day. Versus Jessica Havoc. Of course, Jessica Havoc's best known for what? Probably her run in TNA. The Beast, who was like the standout of last season. And it's just Havoc wrecking house. And then all of a sudden, Beast comes out of nowhere and shows like a great display of strength. And then match is getting good. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Havoc's tag team partner Hazard interferes and causes no contest. Yeah. They said worst show I saw this week. Okay, now we got Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Now this, I know you can get this on like YouTube, and it's on the Fight app. I'll watch it on the Z Living channel. It's channel 191 on Dish. I enjoy it. Last week's was not real good. This is the episode aired 9/7/2019. All right, we start with Jacob Austin Young and Watson versus Royce Isaacs and Bateman. Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen Royce before, maybe like Ring Warriors or Paragon Pro or one of those. That's just going to bug me. One of those. Bateman looks like Soul Taker Grimm, if you remember Soul Taker Grimm. Warriors pulls out a nice long suspended suplex. Okay match, nothing stand out. Our next match is going to be another tag match. It's going to be Vinny Wasco and Hyper versus Fidel Bravo and Pinks. Hyper is really, really impressive. Dude reminds me like, he looks like JJ from Good Times with an old-timey aviator headpiece on. Pinks looks like a bootleg version of Ramon. Fidel Bravo reminds me if Nora the Barbarian and Chris Colt had a son. And Wasco just kind of there. You end up with a really cool sit-out powerbomb from Hyper to Fidel Bravo, and then Hyper and Wasco do a modified heart attack. Sadly, Bravo and Pinks get the pin, but pretty decent little match. Let's see. Who we got next? Next up we have Jamie Beechler II versus Ty Matthews. Saw Jamie a few weeks ago on this. He sucks. And Ty is okay, but he can't bring anything worth the shit out of Jamie, so yeah. And then we have our main event, which was Danny Rivera Rogelio. And it's basically just Rogelio just squashing the shit out of this guy. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Rivera hits a standing Spanish fly for an attempted comeback, and he ends up getting the win. Really cool little match. Probably the best match. This or the tag with Hyper and Wasco versus Fidel Bravo and Pinks. Probably the best ones on the show. Decent episode, better than last week's. Now, after a week of not having one show up, and I'm sure it aired on TV, I finally got to see a new episode of SWA Championship Wrestling. Now, again, they start off, I usually only talk the wrestling stuff, but this show starts off with a 10-bell salute to Outlaw Eddie Breland, who recently passed. If you look up SWA Championship Wrestling on YouTube, there's a show called The Last of the Outlaws or something like this, and it's Outlaw Eddie Breland versus the Outlaw J.D. McKay. First match, Lucas Frost, who usually is the best thing on these SWA shows, versus brother Heaven Lee Love. Heaven one word, Lee one word, Love another one. And I'm like, man. First, when he first started coming out, I was like, Brother Lee kind of looks like a background extra on the second Good Times reference this episode. Background extra on Good Times, the shitty years after the dad died and the mom had left the show. Then he starts pulling through. I'm like, that's Brother Love. Not the WWF Brother Love, not Bruce Pritchard. There was a black guy working all over Mississippi, I think Tennessee and Alabama, went by Brother Love. And I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. Lucas is just great. He keeps on doing everything he can to work smart, not hard, working smarter, not harder. That's why he's probably one of the best in Mississippi. But it was up, Brother Love ends up getting the upper hand. So Billy D. McCain, who is the manager of Lucas Frost, Barry Wolf, and Joe Kane. Billy D. McClain, not McCain. And Barry Wolf distract the ref, distract Brother Love, and Billy goes to hit Brother Love with his cane. Misses, of course, hits Frost. Frost gets pinned. Boo, fuck that. It's still great, man. And then out of nowhere, they're beating the shit out of Frosty and Wolf and McCain. They're beating the hell out of Brother Love. Out of nowhere. Now, on commentary, they call him the son of JYD. His name's Mike Carter. He wrestles as Mike Carter. Only place I ever heard him get referred to exclusively as son of JYD is SWA. He hits the ring, clears house. Really good match. Really surprised me. One of the best matches I've seen in the SWA TV show. Then we get a fight exclusive match. This episode ended up being a lot longer than normal. Mustache is tickling right now. This is massive, pushing my mustache up my nose. That's Malandro. Never heard of him. Versus Nick Wonder. I've seen Nick Wonder a few times. And the other way thing is that I've seen Nick Wonder quite a few times. This is the first time I noticed he really looks like Mike Quackenbush. Malandro fairly impressive. Okay match. I want to see more from Malandro, Nick Wonder, and so SWA's been okay so far. We got that real good match from Frost and Brother Love. An okay match from Malandro, Nick Wonder, and then we get to our main event. This is where SWA shows live or on TV kind of break down for me. Usually the show's good, and then the main event, the main event's not. A lot of times the main event's kind of disappointing. And then the music starts, and I know I'm going to be disappointed because out comes Black Rangers 2 and 3. Yeah. Taking on the Daybreakers, which is Doc something. I can't remember his name, and Nate Moss. Marshall Nate Moss or something. I'm going to be straight up honest. Neither of the Black Rangers does anything for me. The Doc guy, yeah. Nate Moss is good. Nate Moss is really good. And to me, he seemed to work better as a heel, like a young, cocky heel. But what really made this whole match stand out for me is it's a very, very much inside joke, but I'm watching, and all of a sudden, front row, I look, and there's Stabby. For those that don't know, I'm going to explain it short. Back, oh God, it's probably about 2 years ago, maybe even 3 now. Used to go to a lot of SWA shows. We filmed, we did commentary. And there was this fan that was sitting back, the very last row, that was right near where we were doing, and he was getting mad because on commentary I was cheering on the bad guys. And he kept on giving me this evil look, and the 2 guys that are with me at the show, Big Country Tommy Moore and Kobe Rutherford, both like, man, he's going to stab you out in the parking lot. Stabby's going to stab you. And I had to diffuse the situation. I went over there during the intermission and talked to the guy, and he asked why I was cheering on the bad guys. I'm not sure who I like. And I end up, the guy is mentally challenged. So I made a bet with him. Bet on the next match, whoever wins. If your guy wins, I owe you a drink. If my guy wins, you owe me a drink. And that diffused the situation. Ends up with, after Stabby appears, the Rangers trying to break Nate's arm by wrapping a chair around and doing some shit to it. Then out of nowhere, Hillbilly Joe from Buzzard's Roost. And I have been to Buzzard's Roost. Because out to save the Daybreakers. Yeah. I said the Lucas Ross match was cool. The Melandro match was cool. That's what I don't get. Why are the Black Rangers, who don't get half the attention from the crowd as Domination Inc. does, why are they always in the main event? You know, I almost could say it's almost like him. Maybe one of the Black Rangers owns the group? I don't know. Alright, on to Ring of Honor, episode 416 off the Fight app. And of course, Ring of Honor now is just, it's a one-match show. But this week we got a really, 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 really good match. It was an 8-man tag. It was all the champs in Ring of Honor and all the male champs versus what they called the All-Stars. So you had World Champ Matt Taven, Tag Champs the Briscoes, JMR, TV Champ Shane Taylor versus Jeff Cobb, Jay Lethal, Roosh, and Kenny King. My little notes here, I was like, okay, this might be good, and being Ring of Honor means we might get a 20-plus minute match on TV. We did. I love a couple of standouts is Roosh early on just hits this brutal as hell headbutt on Jay Briscoe and then spits on it. And that's when I realized, well, this voice on commentary sounds very good. It's Lanny Poffo, the genius. Leaping Lanny Poffo was doing commentary for some unknown reason on Ring of Honor this week. It was him and Caprice Coleman and Ian Riccaboni. Kenny King is kind of in a feud with Jay Lethal now, so they're on the same team in this match. So Kenny's kind of messing with Lethal's head. Get a good little series of like power moves between Shane Taylor and Jeff Cobb. And this is, I forgot to mention, this is an elimination match. First elimination is Jay Briscoe gets taken out by Kenny King. And then not too long after that, Kenny King gets taken out by Shane Taylor. Then Mark Briscoe gets taken out by Lethal. Lethal gets taken out by Shane Taylor. Taven gets disqualified by DQ for using a chair on Roosh. And then Shane Taylor gets taken out by Roosh. So the only people left when the match is over is Roosh and Jeff Cobb. Great match. Probably, out of all these matches I watched this week, it's probably the best match I saw. I wish we got more than one match per show, but hey, as long as the one match we're getting is really good, I'm happy. All right, then the final show. God, this is running long, dude. And I just got this watched earlier. This is MLW episode 74. I usually watch this on BN Sports. I record it. I ended up watching this off of YouTube because I didn't feel like dealing with the DVR. All right, starting off, we got Jordan Oliver versus Gringo Loco. I don't like Gringo Loco. I haven't. Oliver's never really impressed me that much. Gringo to me is probably the worst wrestler they got in MLW. Myron Reed, of course, comes out with Oliver with the little sign, Justice, Justice. Gringo does hit a nice split-legged moonsault. And Reed ends up cheating for Oliver to win. Yeah. Next match. This is probably going to end up being a better match, and I was right. It's Richard Holiday of the Dynasty versus Brian Pillman Jr. Good back and forth match. This is the first time I think I've seen Richard Holiday solo. And Brian Pillman Jr. came out with his MLW Rookie of the Year trophy in his hand. It's like, he puts it on the corner of me. And he pulls the old Eddie Guerrero trick where he throws, instead of a chair, he throws the trophy to Dick Holiday when the ref's distracted. Then he falls to the mat like he got hit. And while Holiday is distracted by this with the ref fussing at him, Pillman rolls him up. Good little match. And then we get our main event, which is from Noah. Perosa Noah, Hammerstone, the national champion? I don't know what his title is. He's got a belt. He's taking on Go Shiozaki. Some really nice looking German suplexes from Hammerstone. A really stiff close on Shiozaki. Hammerstone hits the Nightmare Pendulum, but Shiozaki kicks out. I'm like, oh crap. And then right after that, Hammerstone calls for a burning hammer. I'm like, oh shit, we're going to see a burning hammer. Go blocks it. Hammerstone hits a second Nightmare Pendulum. Boom, pin. That's it. I'm going to start doing this every week. I'm going to pick the best show and then the best match. Let me look and see. I'm looking at my notes here. Best show is Ring of Honor because only having one match, and the match was so good, it won, but that had to be the highest rated show. But best match? It's got to be Ring of Honor. I'm looking at my notes here. Yeah, it's got to be Ring of Honor. Both of them. Probably second best match would be probably a tie between Lucas Frost versus Brother Heavenly Love and Hammerstone versus Go Shiozaki. Well, that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, back here next Wednesday, watch Ultimo Gallo's Weekly Wrestling Roundup. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.